Good morning, everyone. Today we are going to be working on lesson 3.2.2, and it is titled, How Can One Be Useful? So we're going to be simplifying rational expressions. Now, it might seem super trivial, like we're just working with, how one can be useful, but really this is going to help us simplify a lot easier. And when we're talking about rational expressions, we're looking at basically polynomial division. So in this chapter, you will focus on an important number, the number 1. What is special about 1? What can you do with the number 1 that you cannot do with any other number? You will use your understanding of the number 1 to simplify algebraic fractions, which are also known as rational expressions. So I'm going to go over here and I'm going to click on our rational expression definition. Please write this in your notes. A rational expression, so this is an expression in the form of a fraction in which the numerator and or denominator contain polynomials. And this is an example that we have right here. So take a second to get that written down in your notes, please. All right, we are going to move on to 3-70. So what do you know about the number 1? We are going to brainstorm some different ideas of what is important about the number 1. So hang with me for a second. I'm going to flip my camera so you can see my note sheet. All right, so for 3-70, we're looking for what is important, or what do we know about the number 1. Okay, a couple of the main things that we're going to be working with today is our idea that anything divided by itself is 1. Okay, so a lot of times we just look at something like 6/6. And we say, okay, yeah, that equals 1. But when we start to build in variables, remember, it works the same way. So if I have xy over xy, I have something divided by itself. This whole thing equals 1. A lot of times I'll see people write that it equals xy. It doesn't, because this turns into a 1, this turns into a 1. So 1 times 1 equals 1. The next one is multiplying by 1. Okay, multiplying by 1 gives us the original expression. This is our identity property of multiplication. Okay. Those are the two main things that we want to keep in mind as we work with our rational expressions today. So make sure you get this written in your notebook.